What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. Um, we got our ass whooped, man. I don't know what else to say, but it is the first preseason game. It is what it is. Um, some of the starters just didn't come out. They weren't too efficient. Gordon Hayward, all reliable on that injury report. He's gonna be up there every time. Uh, no Cody Martin, no Gordon Hayward. Um, so yeah, I just don't know what to say, man. When it comes to Gordon, it's just like, bro, you just a stereotypical injury guy. Like, bro, he's like, yeah, he wants to get rid of this injury narrative. Bro, you always hurt. And Gordon really wanted to play. Steve Clifford said that he was actually upset that he couldn't. Um, but the coaching staff just didn't feel like it was smart. He bumped knees with somebody in practice yesterday, and was just kind of sore. But he really wanted to play. But they just didn't think it made sense just because it is the first preseason game. So I'm not gonna hold it against Gordon too bad, just because it seemed like it wasn't that serious, and it just seemed like the coaching staff is just being very safe with him this year as far as load management, and this is the beginning of that. So I ain't gonna hold it against him too bad, but it's definitely not a good look for the very first game of the year. You out, you know what I'm saying? It's just not a good look. Anyway, let's talk about what actually happened in between the lines in the game. We sucked. From the very jump, we came out. Lamelo got a lot of shots up. They didn't fall, and that kind of was the beginning of the end. We still played pretty good defense at the beginning. Um, Jalen Brown got off really fast, um, and then Jason Tatum kind of did most of his damage, like kind of a little bit later on. But I was surprised to see Jason Tatum playing like late into the third quarter. He played late, like he kind of went off in that second half against like our trash people. But yeah, Jalen Brown went crazy. But outside of that, their starters didn't really go too crazy. It just the 3 pointers, it just they rained, man, and it just looked like the old Hornets. But you could tell we were a lot more attentive on the defensive end with a lot more tenacity. But it just like we still gave up those open shots either way. So I don't know. First preseason game. I'm not trying to read too much into it, but we saw what we saw out there. Now, talk about the positives, even though there was only a few. Um, Jalen McDaniels, man. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm high on McDaniels. You feel me? Goat McDaniels. I call him Goat McDaniels. I know I'm high on him. I just like him, man. His frame, he's a 6'10" forward. I feel like he's just the perfect modern day role player for us. And I feel like he still has upside. He's still like only like 24, I think. I feel like he still has upside, and he's just a good offensive defensive guy. And he's filled out. He definitely looks a lot more buffer and stockier this year. Um and when he puts his head down to the basket, he's pretty hard to stop. Like he scores like almost 9 times out of 10. He's very efficient. He just eats off of cuts and just easy things. I don't know, but he kind of had a little bit of ball handling today. So I don't know. I feel like Clifford might be high on him. I was hearing in training camp that JT Thor was kind of ahead of him in certain drills and practices and scrimmages and stuff. But I don't know. From today, it definitely seems like McDaniels is above him because he came in first. And he played great when he did. JT Thor, he struggled. He had a few alley oop dunks. He missed them and stuff like that. I don't know, and it's just first game jitters. It is what it is. But I love the way that McDaniels came out. He was one of the few bright spots. Um, Secondly, Dennis Smith Jr. In the time that I saw, man, he played really good. He came in, made an impact immediately. He was efficient as well, at least from what I saw. Let me see. He was 4 for 9. Well, at first, he's like he made it like his first 3 or 4 shots. He had 8 points. And I don't know, he came in and he affected the game. 8 points in 10 minutes is pretty good. So that's what we need from our backup point guard, man. That's what we need. He had 1 assist, but I mean it was garbage time. Um, yeah, nobody played good, man. Nick Richards had 6 points, 7 rebounds. He played okay, and to me, it's just like Mark Williams can't do that. I mean, Mark Williams had 2 points, 2 rebounds. In how many minutes did he play? 10 minutes. Nick Richards played 17. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Mark Williams can do what Nick Richards was out there doing. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Kelly Oubre was our leading scorer. He had 17 points. Um, we all know what it is with Oubre, man. He's either very efficient or, not at all, but he was 6 for 11. He did his thing, man. If Oubre can be a consistent 16 to 18 points a game for us, that would be great. What the fuck? Oh, we all in the window, man. Get the fuck on. Anyway, that's why I'm like, I know y'all be like, what do I be looking at, bro? I be looking at my surroundings. Like I'm in a shop, I'm in a shoe store. Like, so we got a big window right there. Like, people just like, bro, what the fuck? That's why I'll be like, what are y'all looking at? I'm looking at my fucking surroundings, man. But anyway, back to it. I lost my train of thought with that. Um, I lost my train of fucking thought. Oh, Kelly Oubre, man, he played good. I feel like if he can get us a consistent 16 to 18 points, that'll be great. That'll be great. That'll really help, man. And Steve Clifford has already challenged him on the defensive end. Um, he blew a few assignments tonight, a few switches and stuff. Like, hopefully it just comes along. But at a certain point, a player is who he is. Kelly Oubre is like 26, about to turn 27 this year. The guy is who he is, at this point of his career. If he just doesn't have that defense side of the ball, he just doesn't have it. But Steve Clifford is going to demand that from guys for sure. Another thing I want to talk about, Book Knight. He was the sixth man tonight. He got his opportunity. He did not make the most of it, man. He did not play good, bro. He forced a lot of bad shots. And it's like the thing for me is I watched the game. So to me, I don't really care about the percentages at the end of the night and all of that because everybody has bad games. If you look at the shot chart and let's see what he was tonight. Book Knight was 1 for 9. Now everybody has bad games. But it's like if you watch the fucking game, some of the shots that he took was like it had no chance of going in. Like you just shooting just to shoot. I don't want to see that. And that's something I feel like young players do, especially I feel like he's trying to make a mark. He's trying to play catch up from last year. He's trying to prove what he can do. And it's like, you don't have to force. And with him being the sixth man tonight, it shows that Steve Clifford trusts him and that he's been playing good in training camp. So, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like I said, I'm not reading too much into this one preseason game. I hope that he bounces back and shows us, something great next time against the Celtics. But I just saw a lot of forced errant shots tonight. It was bad. It was nasty, man. It was nasty. And like I said, okay, you're 1 for 9, but it's like, were those 9 shots good shots? Most of them weren't. Most of them weren't. So it's like, you know, that's bad. It's bad either way. But it's like if you can take good shots and just miss. You can be wide open, line it up. It just doesn't go in sometimes. That's basketball. That's the game. Sometimes you just know it's not your day, and sometimes it is basketball. But I don't know. PJ Washington was 1 for 7. LaMelo was 5 for 19. Nobody played good offensively. That's why, I'm not too down on Book Knight. Nobody played good offensively. Terry Rozier was 4 for 13. Nobody played good except for Oubre. As far as outside of Oubre and McDaniels, bro, and Nick Richards and Plumlee, nobody's over 50%. You know what I'm saying? People were getting their shots up, bro. It is what it is. Obviously, it's not something that's going to continue. So, it is what it is. LiAngelo did play, and LiAngelo did play today. He was 0 for 3. He had an air ball, you feel me? So, it is what it is, man. Everybody has something to make up and play better next time around. Everybody has a negative plus minus, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can improve. At one point, we were down 40-something. So, it's like everybody has something to improve upon. Kai Jones, he came out, he had some intensity, he had a lot of dunks in the few minutes that he did play. He had 9 minutes and he had highlights. He played 9 minutes and had highlights. So it's just like, and he had 5 rebounds. 5 rebounds in 9 minutes is fucking good as hell. I mean, that's second on the team in rebounds. LaMelo had 7 rebounds, Plumlee had 6, and they played twice as much as him. LaMelo played 25 minutes. Plumlee played 15. Kai Jones played 9 minutes, had 5. So it's like, I feel like Kai Jones can crack his way into this rotation by just bringing high energy, a high motor that can't be replicated. You know, Kai Jones is going to try to fight for every board. He's going to try to put that bitch back and dunk it on somebody's head every chance he get. So I feel like he will find his way into this rotation. And watching the game, he came in like with the, I don't want to say the scrubs, like with the reserves, like the bottom of the roster type stuff. So, you know, it doesn't seem like he's in Steve Clifford's rotation as of now, but you never know. You know, we still have 4 more preseason games to go. Now, obviously, with Martin and Hayward being out, when those two come back, it's like that's 2 more people getting bumped out of the rotation. So let's see who played tonight. And I'm sorry I gotta look down, but I mean I gotta look at my phone so I can see like the shit. So Oubre, PJ, Plumlee, T-Row, LaMelo, Book Knight, McDaniels, JT Thor, Nick Richards. That's 9. And then Dennis Smith Jr. played 10 minutes and 55 seconds. Mark Williams played 10 minutes and 55 seconds. So they're both kind of right there, tit for tat. I'm gonna be interested to see if Mark Williams does play. I feel like he will. I feel like he will just because, you know, we know Plum's gonna get into foul trouble. We know, you know, Nick Richards might have a bad game or whatever, and Mark Williams might get his opportunity. So he just has to stay ready. But I don't know, man. You know, 2 people, like I said, are gonna get bumped down. I feel like McGowan's obviously probably gonna be out of the rotation. And I don't know. I feel like Dennis Smith Jr. is kind of gonna have to play that backup point guard spot, depending on Book Knight, because like we tried to let Book Knight do it. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they're trying to give Book Knight the opportunity, bro, but he just has to make the most of it. I don't know. Y'all comment down below what you guys saw. You might have had a different perspective than me. I was trying to watch the game, but I was also here at the shop. Like I had stuff going on, but I watched the game the best I could. I'm not gonna like I was locked into it all day like I usually am. Even the Panthers game, I had a lot going on trying to watch that, and that shit got ugly. I don't ever want to speak on that. Don't want to speak on it. But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. It's the first game, ugly game. Always can bounce back. I would attach some highlights to this shit so y'all can see, but I can't lie. I'm tired of, man. I've had a long day. It's literally 8 something o'clock. I got to get up out of here, man. We're not even open. Well, yeah, we close at 5 o'clock. Like, I got to get out of here. But I wanted to make some content for you guys because, you know, it's the first game of the year. I'm still excited that Hornets basketball is back. We still got to see LaMelo out there on a basketball court. We got to see LiAngelo in a Hornets jersey on a basketball court. So, you know, it's still litty. It's still litty. And we have another game against the Celtics in a few days. Then we could possibly get our redemption. So, until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.